that you built out of lies and deception, raising your weapon. Every word you speak dripping with venom. You're playing with fire, preparing for war. I'm ready to settle the score. You're sounding the alarm while I'm trying to remain that's holding you down. I ain't like others, don't let them hold your ground. I am in the somber sky. I am hearing all the lies.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Dungeons and Durags, a all-black D&D campaign DM'd by yours truly. Hello, hi, season's greetings. My name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard, and I am your dungeon maestro today. But you don't need to know about me. You don't need to care about the things that I do. You need to care about the 4 individuals who are over here, on that side of me. And all the things that they are doing. So let's go ahead and go around and introduce each other. I'm actually going to start with Cypher, just in case they have to get up. Yep. How dare you? Oh, 1 second. No sound, apparently. 1 second. There we go.
I'm not muted.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not muted. The stream was muted. I'm looking at my microphone. But yeah, hi, I'm Tanya. I'm Cypher. I'm playing Elvinia, your feral tiefling bard, who is a bard of the sword. Her pronouns and mine are she, her. Which is missing off the overlay.
It is still missing off the overlay. My bad. I'll fix that as we do this.
I'm gonna go next. So we can go around.
Oh, sure, yeah. Let's go around like that. I'm fine with that.
And I'll be RB.
Hey guys, it's Liliana. You're a Tabashi rogue that likes to take a lot of notes. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm ChelseaBytes, and I like to do things on the internet. You know us by she, her, both me and my character, and it's great to play with you guys again.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
JRoc.
Hi, I'm JrocTheGod, known by that everywhere. And today I'm Latrell, your resident, arrogant thief of the town who gives no fucks. Can I say that? Is it too late to ask that? All right.
Okay.
Who gives no fucks, does what he wants, takes what he wants, and doesn't care about the consequences. And he's just here to do just that.
That is valid. And last but certainly not least, Miss MiladyConfetti.
Hi, everyone. I'm MiladyConfetti. This is my first D&D campaign, so I'm really excited. I am playing Aurella, who is a Twilight cleric, and she is royalty.
Girl,
Remember
bye.
that.
Girl, bye. Not doing this today. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
The whole purpose of today was so I could get tongue lashed by Aurella again and secretly enjoy it. So
I absolutely cannot.
That's why I got my crown on today.
Is that why? Is that why you got it on?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all have do-rags. I have a crown.
Wait, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Y'all are messy.
Get your hall pass.
Get your.
where is it?
I'm going to be doing some background stuff at the same time, just so you all know, because I am literally your producer, your DM, your graphic designer, all of this right now, just because you got to do what you got to do. And I want to make sure that things are on this overlay. But as I do this, let's talk about a couple of other things. Hey, we are not sponsored by anyone. We just wanted to have a good time. I didn't ask for sponsors. We didn't search for that. We wanted to have a good time and show MiladyConfetti how to play the game, how to enjoy this show, enjoy this game called Dungeons and Dragons. And we wanted to just have a good time with the all black cast and just, do what we do best. So if you like what you see, there's a couple of things you can do to assist if you want to assist. I'm always going to get... that was correct. There is a command and chat durag tip right now. If you want to tip us and show us some support and show us and just support black folk doing what they do and what they love to do. You can also subscribe to I Need Diverse Games. This is a non-for-profit organization that specifically focuses on boosting and elevating people of color in the gaming community. Definitely show them all the love, and a big thank you to I Need Diverse Games for allowing us to be on this platform, on this channel. A big shout out to Tanya as well for all the things that she does with I Need Diverse Games, being the founder and all. And also, just honestly, thank all y'all for being here and for supporting our joy. A lot of people support our pain and they support our turmoil and are ready to retweet and quote tweet and like and do all that jazz when we're talking about negative things, but don't show up when we're actually just existing and being happy. So thank you for being here and showing up while we're happy and doing what we do. But with all that being said, I think it's time to start episode 2 of Dungeons and Durags. We begin, like always, with the rainy village. It is wet. It's kind of gross. But it's life. Rain is natural. It is a bleak, dreary evening. You hear footsteps walking along cobblestone upon the ground. Splashes of newly waved puddles sound with each step taken. Clop, clop, clop. There's a rhythm to the walking, pace, moving, fast, somewhat fast, getting to a destination quickly. Inconspicuous, but still quickly. The footsteps continue along until they turn off the path down an alley. It's dark. No light within, though it's unnecessary as the eyes of this individual adjust to the darkness with ease. After a moment, they get to a wall. Is it a wall? It's the end of the alley. They stop. They look around. Before they look back at this wall, with a series of knocks following. They pause. Another series of knocks. They pause once more. One last series of pauses, of knocks. They wait. The rain continuing to fall around them, though it's not really affecting them in any way, shape, or form. All of a sudden, a latch is unlocked as a metal grate of sorts slides over. revealing a slit, 2 bright eyes peeking through. A couple of words are whispered. When does blood runneth? A simple answer from this individual. When the wound is freshest. The metal slides back with a slam before a series of locks are unlocked, the door swinging open ever so gently, allowing this individual to enter. They do so, the door closing behind them, as they begin to walk down a long corridor. There isn't much light, a couple of candles lit on the walls, the sound of the rain slowly beginning to cease as it becomes just background noise. This individual gets to a door that they open into a room that is potentially a study of some sort. They take a breath, looking around as they head over to the small desk, a glass, some rocks of the water variety, and a simple bottle, a liquid poured in as they begin to swirl it with the rocks, the ice, if you will, as they sit down at the desk before them. Why are mages so gullible? They take a sip as she, as the voice begins to be recognized. A water genasi, Viara, settles back, sitting in their chair, a grin upon their face as they take another sip. But that's not where you all are, obviously. You all are hanging out at a festival, as it's the Festival of Ouroboros still. You all have completed the first part of the festival, the giving of the wands, the selecting of the marshals, if you will, 4 marshals who will be the community's addition to the festival, a way of signifying that it's not just the leaders, it is those who live amongst those in Engleport who also are the reason that it is what it is today. You all, even though some of you are new to this land, or new to this town at least, you all, the 4 of you, Latrell, Arella, Liliana, and Elvinia, and Fenris, we'll talk about that one later. The 4 of you are now all the Marshalls of Ouroboros. You all have been given wands to signify this. They all can do different things. If you need a refresher, I will gladly give you such. But now the festival has begun. This is the time to just enjoy, walk around, see what's going on, have fun. And last we left, it was a 3-in-1 moment. 3 of you, Latrell, Liliana, and Elvinia, wandered over towards the merchants area, and 1 of you walked towards a pop-up tent of sorts, a little shadier, if you will. We're gonna start with the 3. Latrell, Liliana, and Elvinia. You all have walked into a market area. Around you, you still feel the feeling of peace and happiness. The Festival of Ouroboros, again, is a time where family, friend, and foe all come together just to enjoy a moment of just understanding that it doesn't matter our differences right now. This is a time of just coming together and just celebrating what it means to be a part of Engleport and its tradition and its everything, honestly. You all again head towards this market area. It's bustling with merchants and sellers, all seeking to sell something, whether it's their wares, gear, or some specialty items. You hear the sounds of buskers and bards, some a little more out of tune than others, but they're still having a good old time, individuals clapping and cheering along as they get serenaded by these groups. There's a tavern that's close to the market area, and you swear you hear, laughter, potentially trays and drinks being handed about. The doors are open, but then you hear the very specific sound of a wooden chair being broken upon someone's head as a tavern fight breaks out. You hear yelling and screaming, and the door just casually closes to keep that chaos inside. But that seems like the norm when crowds get together. Someone is too drunk, someone's having too much of a good time, and hey, if you gotta duke it out, you know what they say in the book of Engleport, knuck if you buck. So, with that being said, you all, a brown-skinned tiefling woman with long locks, a gray and black tabaxi, and another tiefling battle-scorned with tattered robes and armor walk towards this marketplace. Where exactly are you going? What are you doing? You're the vibe you are wanting to do? What do you want?
I think I was trying to take Liliana and go find somewhere for a drink.
And we were
food.
finding accessories for Fenry.
Mm-hmm. Yes. My direwolf needs a to be properly outfitted.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Latrell, I assume you're following with?
I think I was also looking for a drink, but I guess we were all staying together because,
Well, our spoiled princess wandered away in a huff.
It's fine. She'll be back soon, Latrell says as he twirls the bracelet on his finger.
Wow. Someone's going to take that from you, just twirling it about freely.
I love to see them try.
I don't know what those guys were thinking, making us marshals. I mean, I just got here. What? I don't really understand the rules much. It's really strange. Some magic light in the sky just decides that we're supposed to watch everyone. It's really stressful.
Yeah, fate is a stressful thing, isn't it?
Would you consider this fate?
I mean, how else would you explain it? You've been here for like 7 minutes, right? And you're the chosen one?
I guess so. I can't argue that. Still, so much pressure. I guess it's only for a day or so. Oh man. How long is this festival?
Latrell, you know that this festival, the main part of it is just one day. There's like setting up, there's taking down, but mostly everything happens in one day.
Awesome. Okay.
Just for a
I
day.
look at you and I'm like, oh, okay. That's not so bad. I can handle that. Usually, I like to be the fly on the wall, not the muscle at a party, but I think this lot should be fine.
And as the three of you begin to walk, you say you're looking for food and drink and potentially something for your newfound dire wolf, who is, when you attempt to train a wild animal, specifically one that's more of a leader in its own right, it's not saying it can't be done, and it's not saying it hasn't been done, but it's going to take a little time for them to actually get used to you, being used to being the beta to your alpha, if we want to use those terms, being used to you having the reins and not them. So at the moment still, though, as they're still coming down from this charm person high, if you will, animal friendship high, if you will, they are still next to you. They're kind of attentive, looking around, but every now and then you kind of see they kind of want to get away, but they just come back. They kind of want to get away, but they come back. They're not really making the move yet. But regardless, the three of you walk into this merchant area, and you see a couple of things. You see, it's mostly again lots of pop-up shops. Think like Santee Alley type of things. Like it's very much everything's everywhere. You can kind of just look around and find something. Most likely, a couple of things that might stick out to you are you see a Vardo-esque wagon that has a table set out with some shelving, and from the inside, it almost looks like there's smoke coming out of it, and potentially there's a forge on the inside. You can tell that there's an armorer or something like that in that area. You can look over as well. Across from them is another person with their own stand, though it's still metal and it's still shelving with different swords and maces and things of that nature, a weaponsmith. And you can tell that the person who's working at that stand keeps looking at the armorer. Why? Unsure. You look over as well and you see a individual who's wearing a little bit too elaborate, a little bit too elegant to be out here, potentially trying to be, the one to be seen so people can come over to them. What'd you say?
I said so a victim.
Sure. If that's how somebody may view them. And you see a bunch of potions lining up shelves behind them. You can tell that they're a potioneer of some sort. Alvinia, you would look down and you see it's not necessarily a stand, but there is almost like a makeshift grove that has been created. And you can see a woman standing, kind of looking around. She's not lonely, but you can tell that she has a couple of bags and a couple of things in the back that she's selling something. You just don't know what, but there's a vibe of something natural, like a nature-esque, potentially druidic over there. Potentially they might have some items that can help with caring for animals and things of that nature. You do see a bird that's that's sitting on a perch, kind of overlooking. And while she's looking down at the bags currently, you see this bird is just kind of peeking out, almost as if they're her eyes and ears at the moment. But specifically, you smell more than just owlbear brats at this moment. You smell cheese and something fried, potentially. You smell lots of meat, and across the way there are a simple setup, almost like a lemonade stand that a kid would set up, but there is a fryer behind them. There is a stove, not a stove, but like a slab with some continuing flame underneath that they're making food on. You see two individuals, very dark, but when I say dark, I mean like black in nature. Can the three of you roll me a history check, potentially?
Sure.
I'm going to see what you might have seen.
I'm going to let the digital dice roll. Let's see what happens. Oh. No. Why? Why are you like this?
I may know a little, but that's it. 13.
I know nothing. I got a 6.
I got an 11. Wait, no, sorry, that's a 1.
Latrell, you're still looking at the apothecary. You're kind of staring at us and getting them out. You're not really paying attention. Your other senses aren't being used right now. Just kind of honed in. I'm sorry, Liliana, you got a 13?
Yeah.
And what'd you get, Alvinia?
A whopping 6.
A 6? Okay. It's not that you haven't seen people potentially, but the way they look specifically, you might not have never seen anything like this. Liliana, it actually wasn't a high DC whatsoever. You see that their skin isn't fleshy. It doesn't look like it's like the skin tone of like a humanoid or things of that nature. It seems very hard. It seems very jagged, almost like it could be like made of a mineral or a stone or a crystal. You are looking at two twin Earth Genasi. The one of them seems feminine in nature, wearing an apron with that's a lot of stuff on it. Wearing gloves. They're kind of tending to the food at the moment. And you see that they have black crystals coming out of their head, almost like Bengtu and their twin standing next to him, kind of talking to someone. Almost the same attire, not wearing an apron, or they are wearing an apron, but it's down. It's not actually completely up at the moment. They're talking to an individual, handing them like a kebab, and you see they have cornrows in their head. And they see you looking over, and they just kind of wave.
I'm entranced. I'm actually writing down everything about them, and I go over and I'm like, how long have you guys been here? I've only been for a few days, but I don't think I could avoid such a great smell.
No, hey, yeah, we just got here. Sister, when did we get here? I'm cooking right now. Can't you see that? I know, but I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Can you let me cook these velociraptor legs, please? Fine. Sorry. Hi, Franklin. That's Frankie.
Hi, Lily. Nice to meet you both. Franklin, Frankie.
We've been here
I don't
about a couple of hours now.
Oh, you just got here. What do you guys have? I heard velociraptor legs. Yum. Love that.
What do we have? Well, I mean, we got a little bit of this and that. We got some deer brats. We got some boar. You want a burger? It's boar. It's good boar. Velociraptor legs, you know. We got these cheese sticks. Have you ever had cranium rat kebabs?
No.
He hands one out to you.
I taste it.
Can you make
a
constitution? No. Can you make a? Ooh. Can you make? I didn't know. Okay. Make an
You don't want me to eat
intelligence
the
saving
rat?
throw. Make an intelligence saving throw. That's all.
Are you smart? I'm gonna do it with this. Be nice to me, dice. We can't go 1 on 8.
Oh, con save for eating rat?
Cranium rat.
Oh.
You say you got an 8?
Yeah. You know, free samples. They're always there to attack you.
You're fine. You're fine. You just get a spike of just almost like a psychic overload. Okay, this is going to be very bad imagery. I apologize in advance. I won't be too brutal. But picture a rat who saw the end of their days.
Were they stepped on or something? Oh no!
But that's basically what you just felt within your core.
You're
going to take 1 point of psychic damage.
That's oh god! I guess spicy.
It's good, right? Yeah, it has a kick.
Oh, thank you. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, Frankie.
Of course, yeah, you can keep that. That's all yours. You all hungry?
I'm gonna go see if my friends are hungry. Yeah. We're just looking around and.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna go on a browse. You want to just kind of chill and see what the vibe is. I get it. I totally get it. We're always here though. Always.
Thank you. Well, I'm sure we'll be back. Talk soon. And I'm gonna scurry back and be like, don't try the rat. To both of you. To Latrell and Elvenia.
By the way, I need all of you to do something for me. All of you should have, whether you use digital dice or real dice, you should have 2 dice that look like they have 10 sides. One has a bigger number than the other.
Oh, percentiles.
Percentile dice.
Yes. Love that.
Oh, this can't be good.
Well, this
I'm
is actually
scared.
very good.
Okay, I'm not scared.
That be
where's
this
my
one here?
percentile? Oh, there it
Am I
is.
going high or low? I'm
Yes,
ready.
yes. If you have 2 of those, or if you don't, just roll it twice, and it's okay.
Should have another one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I've got my percentiles.
I
Cool.
got something. I rolled.
Okay, cool. Yeah, roll both of those dice for me.
I have 72.
72. Okay.
83.
Keep that number for me. Write that down.
I got it for you.
So the way you read those percentile dice, one should have 2 numbers, one should have 1 number. You roll them both, and then tell me the one with 2 numbers. The first number, so it's 40. It'll be 40, and then the second number will be the second number that you say. So if you roll a 6, it'd be 46. Or if you roll a 70 and a 2, it's 72.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go.
Yep.
13.
13. Okay.
13.
Sometimes you just gotta go low. It happens.
What about you, Arella? So you do
Oh.
it too. Yep.
Oh, okay. I
Sorry. Yep. This was for everybody.
86.
You know what? That makes sense. Yep. Cool. So everyone, you are level 4, which means you've done a little bit, not a lot, but if you've done a little bit, you all get 150 gold. Add the number that you rolled to that number.
Hey.
Yay!
I realized I
somehow.
never told you how much gold you have. Arella,
you're lit.
you're actually going to start with 250, not 150.
Right. Let me write
Yeah,
that
that
down.
makes sense for me.
All right, I've written that down.
So, why are you making me do math though?
I'm sorry.
So I have a total of 219 gold then.
Bet.
And that IOU I got.
And you did. Oh, I have not forgotten. I'm glad you didn't forget. Good.
I wrote it down.
Oh, good. So anywho, I was just making sure you had gold numbers. Anywho, you continue. So Liliana goes over to Elvinia and Latrell, and
Oh God, don't eat the. Oh man, is the food spicy like this all the time? I don't even think that's the word for it.
Why were you eating rat?
You know, I've eaten a lot of things all over this countryside, and you know, rat's not something I'm, not unfamiliar with. But this is a different type of rat. I've never had rat like this before.
Okay, so no rat. Did they have like pig or?
Does a cranium rat, asking the DM, does a cranium rat with like exposed brain?
yes.
Okay, so you guys could see that. It's just exposed cranium. And I just throw it in the
It's
trash.
very cooked. I mean, right now it looks like a meatball.
Oh! Well,
So if honestly, if you didn't know what a cranium rat was, you would know this was the brain.
I didn't know. I was like, man, this meatball is just, ugh. But did they tell me? They told me it was rat.
They did.
They told me it was rat, and that's it. So yeah, I was like, oh man, this rat is just so funky. Ugh. So I threw it away. Okay, well, I guess I'm not hungry. What do you guys want to do? Do we get things for Fenry? Aw. Dog tried to kill me. It's okay.
Oh, he's tame now. Would Fenris take any commands from me?
Roll a d6.
Oh Lord. That would be a 2.
Yes, you're lucky. Even was yes.
Oh, good.
They'll take 2 commands from you right now.
Fenris. Go shake with Liliana.
Fenris kind of looks at you and and kind of pounds over to Ileana, the other animalistic individual. Even though you're a tabaxi, there's still a level of beast to you. And
And we shake. Nice to meet you. I said really quietly to it. And I put it back. I'm
just
just
oh my
like,
God.
interesting.
looks at his paw, doesn't really know why he's doing this, but he did it. And he puts it back down.
I'm like, he's so precious. I love them.
Uh-huh.
You do notice that Frankie, not Franklin, Frankie is now looking back over you and going like, psst, psst.
Oh, okay, so their names are Frankie and Franklin, and they're really nice, but be careful of their food. I tell y'all that.
Okay.
I think they've got something to say. I'm gonna go back.
Why don't we all go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
let's all
really
go.
nice. They're really nice.
The three of you walk over to Frankie, and as you walk over, we're going to cut over to Arella. Arella, you were heading over to a pop-up tent of sorts, correct?
Yes.
You were, and again, what were you looking for?
I was looking for magical items that were more off the market to help with magical control, something that might just pique my interest.
Okay.
Let's see. That's something I would have access to in the castle.
I see. You begin to walk towards this tent. It is crimson in color. It is adorned with gold dangling objects potentially like lanterns or just different things, just making it look a little better. There's different fabrics, blacks, browns, goldens, yellows, reds, all tied on the string that's currently holding this tent up. You get a very specific scent, a smell invading your nostrils, if you will. It's dragon's blood, bergamot, a hint of cannabis. Unsure. But this tent begins to almost like billow the flaps of the entrance, almost like inviting you in. Do you step in?
Oh, 100%.
As you step inside,
I walk in there confidently. No, I'm not afraid.
Oh, of course. You know, queen shit. You step inside of this tent, and it's really bright outside, but outside is almost like there's no light coming in.
Mm-hmm.
It is very dim. There's a couple of candles in burners in four corners of this area. You see a couple of shelves along the walls, different baubles, different items, if you will, just kind of laid out. Can you give me an Arcana check? Remember, on your sheet, there is a word under skills that says Arcana. You will roll your D20 and add the number that's next to Arcana.
Ooh. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm doing this one, right?
Yes, the big one. Yep, looks like big die. I don't have one on me right now. Yep.
Hi, Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble. There's also a cat in this tent.
I'm okay with that. 17.
Oh, yeah. Cool. You can tell that there is a magic that surrounds some of these items, maybe 3/4 of these items, though you don't know specifics, obviously, because this is just a check. You're not actually doing something. You can tell that the magic is more around them versus on them. As if something's been cast over it versus on it, versus the thing itself.
Yeah.
And you see a table close to the back. There's a big carpet on the ground, and there's a chair. There's two chairs actually on your side of this table. And on the other side of the table sits one individual. They're hunched over, kind of rocking back and forth. Their face is completely obscured other than the two piercing green eyes kind of looking. Oh, hello. And who might you be today?
You don't know who I am?
I see. I do not understand. Forgive me for not knowing who you might be.
I am Princess Arella, princess of this kingdom. You can address me as such.
Princess Arella. Noted. Oh, what might royalty be doing in the abode of Madame Moira?
I come seeking items, things that I may not have access to in my castle. I wanted to see your wares.
That is an interesting thing to say to Madame Moira, when she would believe that you would have everything as a princess.
Well, I wouldn't assume things that you don't know about me. Show me your wares. What are you cackling at?
Oh, dear. It's just A little joke I heard upon the wind at that moment. Before I show you what I have, unfortunately, not everything is suited for anyone who walks inside. Allow me to give you a reading, if you will.
I didn't come here for a reading. I came here to see your items.
But I cannot give if I do not know. Dear princess, please, I insist.
If you must.
I must. And you see hands move to grab hold of a box that's sitting on the table. It's about 1.5 inches tall. It's not really a big box. Honestly, it's about the size of this. And you see a bunch of bones and feathers and shells and things kind of scattered about. Please, sit down. And when you do, place your hands over the seeing. And then I will do what I do best. And then we will know exactly what to get for a princess like you.
This better not take too long. And I offer my hands. She needed both of my hands, right?
And as you kind of hover your hands over, you hear her murmuring something beneath her voice. The hands kind of just moving and kind of over yours, kind of gazing. And then they kind of shoo your hands away. And as they do, they touch the bones and the different miscellaneous items, and they kind of pick them up and they kind of play with them in their hands, and then they drop and they look.
Well.
Firstly, yes, royal blood. Power seeped in your veins. You have potential. Potential to be a great leader. Or a great terror. That choice is up to you. This is good. They look once more. Secondly, you see they almost have like a vision, and there's a illusion that pops up above the bones, and you see a single blood, like a line of blood in this illusion traveling, and then that bloodline splits into two. And that second one is silver. It kind of shifts from that crimson to silver. And as it continues on, this first one splits off. And that one becomes gold. And she looks at the silver one and goes, Salune. Cleric. Divine. Devoted. Power. You beseech them, they give you. I understand. That? And they stare at you. And they're not staring just at you. You can tell they're staring through you, almost staring at your soul. Interesting.
What do you know of Salune?
Well, she is the goddess of the moon, the goddess of navigation, protector. I know her well. I know many deities well. Not well, we don't sit together at the dinner table or anything, but I'm aware. That is the interesting thing, though. They point to the golden strand, but then they kind of wave it away. That's for later. Potentially good to know, though. Third thing. There is a light. A light that follows you. There are 3 other lights. 3. 3 in 1. 1 in 3. A diamond. Yes? And you see another illusion forms the same as before, but there is 1 light and there are 3 that surround it. But at first glance, it seems as if the three are surrounding the light, as if the light's the leader and they're the followers. But then slowly that light expands to a diamond. They are all interconnected. Three others. You must find. You are fated, tied to these other three. Lights. Connection. Friends. Yes. 3 others. You might not know why or when, but your fate is connected to more than just yourself, princess. This, Madame Moira sees. Madame Moira knows. She kind of just tosses the bones off to the side. Okay, now I can show you what you may need. And you see as she starts to move and stand up, can you make me a perception check?
Yes. 17 again.
Is that on the die?
Yes.
Do you? Okay, but go to your skills and add the number to that. You always will add a number, for the most part, to it, even if that number is 0.
7.
So 24.
And I don't write these down, right?
No,
Okay.
but it's good. It's good. You notice as they get up and begin to walk over behind their desk and grab this chest. They move, but it's like the top half moves slightly, then the bottom half moves slightly. The head moves, then the arms move. Everything seems like a half a second after. And they go and grab this chest and they bring it back to you.
And what is this?
These will be good for you. They cost. I trust you have money. Princess, very valuable money. Yes, I do believe you. Money. And they open this chest, and there are 3 items inside. One item is a black orb. It's broken, but it seems to be filled with gold. Sealed back to its original form, but those cracks are filled with gold. This is I don't have to tell you, this is an orb of absorption. Once per long rest, I mean, you don't have to guess what I'm trying to say. Once per long rest, you can take this item, and if you take damage, you can instead take half damage. You can only do it once, and then you can do it again after a long rest. And they say, yes, this 250 gold pieces. I believe you might have that. The second is a potion bottle. It is a silvery white liquid inside. You know this to be a potion of power. This will grant, once you drink this potion, it will grant the next cleric spell that you cast. If it's a damage dealing spell, the damage will be doubled. If it is a healing spell, the healing will be doubled. There's only one use of this potion. This, 125 pieces of gold. And there's a ring, a black ring with a thin blue stripe in the middle of it. When this is attuned to, it would allow you to make a charisma check made against any person of authority. It will be made at advantage. This is your ACAB ring, basically. And when it's used, it can't be used again until a short or long rest. This 300 gold. You choose.
You put it as the ACAB ring. Now I want that. Like in real life.
I meant to say, so the ring is black with a thin blue strip, but it has crosses across a lot of that blue.
I love that. And for charisma, that's just
Persuasion, deception, intimidation. Those roles, performance, if you have that. Those roles that can influence people, especially people of authority with this ring.
Can I take the ring? I'll take the ring.
Yes, 300 gold.
I must.
Can you
Take large
just
bills?
do me a
I have 336.
He said large bills. Do me a favor, because you've been asserting your dominance for a while.
Aw.
There are things that people can do to like haggle potentially. I'm gonna give you this chance. Can you roll me a persuasion or intimidation check? Whichever one is better for you. I will let you choose that. You roll that
Okay.
d20 and add the number from one of those two and tell me which one you're doing.
Whichever one. Persuasion, and what was the other one? Sorry.
Intimidation.
Okay, so persuasion.
Okay.
13.
Plus.
So plus 2, so 15.
Okay, 15. It's not bad. Just because you're royal. I trust. Lower price. Royal, come back. Sell more. Gain more. This, good. This is good. 150 gold.
For the ring?
Mm-hmm.
And then how much was the orb?
Or 250 gold.
I'll just take the ring.
They will pick up the ring again. The hand, as they look, the hand is kind of like a second after they grab this ring and they hand it to you. They have really small hands though, small arms, so they're kind of like stretching out to give it to you.
This better not be defective.
Oh no, not defective. Never defective. Never from Madame Moira. You can trust Madame Moira. You probably shouldn't trust Madame Moira, but Madame Moira, always good for you.
Madame Mora needs to pick a struggle. Yeah.
Madame Moira actually needs her beauty rest. Please
Okay.
leave.
Don't give commands to royalty. I'll leave on my own. And then Arella leaves.
And with your perception check, I'm just going to keep that. As the door closes or the flap closes behind you, you notice it stops abruptly. And it will not move. Even it's a little windy outside, it's not moving at all, as if there's like a lock on it now. And you hear more than one pair of footsteps behind the tent now. But I'm assuming you continue off. We're going to switch back over to the other group. Jesus, Rumple, you stink. He decided to fart. Great, thanks. We will switch back to the other group. And as you all are heading over to Frankie and Franklin again, because Frankie has summoned you over. As you all walk over, she goes, "Hey, sorry, hold on. Okay, look, me and my brother, we both, you all are the Marshalls. That's what we heard. Marshalls. That's what you do.
Did you adjust the scene?
What'd you say?
Did you change the scene over?
Oh, lol. Thank you. Look, I've got back into it.
I was making faces. I was acting.
You were.
Look, Arella is everyone now, so you have to act out as all three of us.
All of us. You're a mood. You're a vibe.
But she comes back over and she says, "Hey, Marshalls, 4 of you, right? Cool, yeah. Basically, my brother and I, well, mostly him. Yeah, it was me. Shut up. Look, my brother and I, we discovered a new type of food, and we decided to test it out here. But no one has, I felt, had the honor or the privilege of being the ones to name this new food. Psst, tell him how he made it." And Franklin's like, "Hey, let me talk to this." Hold on. Basically, what happened was I was chopping some potatoes, right? You know, trying to make some stew for me and Frankie, make some bomb-ass stew. You feel me? I started cutting the potatoes,
Right.
but then, like, I cut them too thin, like, on accident. I'm like, this ain't gonna be stew. This is gonna be all mushy and shit. So I was gonna throw them out. But as I did, I accidentally dropped them into, like, this vat of, like, oil that I was saving because I was gonna fry me up some food, you know, some other food with the potatoes, some meat, the potatoes, right? Makes sense. Well, like I thought they was gonna be nasty because I burnt these things, but like they crispy. They like scrumptious. I put a little salt and pepper on them. Fire. What should I call these?
I look at them and I say, "Are these spicy like the rat
No.
meatballs? No."
I mean, they salt and pepper, unless, there's some people. The high elves, they can't handle salt.
Oh, I don't have a problem with salt. Salt's fine.
They
Pepper
think
too,
salt
right?
is like cayenne pepper.
Right.
They think salt is like Saison. That's that stuff from like down south. Super good.
I look back at Latrell and Arella, and I give them eyes, and I'm like,
Rella's not here.
"Oh, sorry, Elvenia." I look back at Latrell and Elvenia, and I'm like, "Should I try it?" Like, I'm giving y'all eyes like, "Should I just try
Oh,
it?"
it's a potato. Just eat it.
Okay.
It is crunchy. It's almost like a kettle chip.
It's good.
Crunchy. It is good. But I don't know what to call them. Like, I was thinking like Crispies because, they crispy. They ain't sound right. That's kind of lame. That's kind of boring.
That's what I was thinking. I get like unnaturally excited just from the flavor. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was thinking. Something like crisps or yeah, Crispies makes it sound fun. You guys are onto something." And then I kind of get embarrassed. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea."
I mean, it's okay. I just felt like it was boring. What could it be called?
Chips.
How
What's
about
a tip?
Frankie's Crispy Flakes?
Frankie's Crispy Flakes. Frank's. I can't because we both did this. Frankie and Franklin. Frank's Crispy Flakes.
How about Frank's chips?
What's a chip?
What you just made. It's little. It's like a game chip. You ever play poker?
Yeah, but you don't eat game chips. I mean, I'm fine. Wait, how? The best of both worlds, right? Frank's crisp and chips. Boom.
Then you got to sell it with like chicken or meat or.
That's what I mean. You see this Velociraptor leg right here? I was gonna fry it. I was gonna put it on a soap, and I was gonna fry this mug. Like get it crispy. Like this chip.
I like everyone's ideas. They're all very good.
We're gonna round table this. We're gonna keep this in. Frank's chips, Frank's Crispies and trips, crispy flakes. We got it. We got a couple. Thank you.
How about
you.
Frank's legs and chips?
They like look at each other. I was trying to figure out a name for our restaurant for a long time, and I need to thank you for your wisdom. Frank's legs and chips. Oh, this has to be a franchise.
What about wings? If you got a Velociraptor wing, you could be like wings and chips.
Wings and chips. Wow. See, this is why y'all are the Marshalls. This right here is why y'all are Marshalls. We thank you. We thank you.
You can thank me by giving me a plate.
Oh yeah. What you want? We got everything. We got a burger.
It's like a leg and a wing and some of the chips.
Some of them chips. Yeah. I'm still perfecting that. Get you that. I got a little thing I put. So have you ever had like water, right? But you take like a flour and you like crush it up and you like put some some honey in that water with this flour. It makes like a juice, right? Put it in a little mug. Got you that.
Okay.
It don't got a flavor. It's just red.
Oh, red.
You got some blue?
We got some blue. Yeah, we can crush up some of these blue flowers over here.
We could
I'll
mix
take some
red
red.
and blue and make purple.
Purple.
I love purple. Can we mix that together?
See y'all.
Is it possible?
Y'all done started something. Around this time, Arella, you probably do see them in the distance as they're getting plates of wings and chips apparently and whatever this juice is.
I'm looking at Latrell and Elvenia, and I'm saying, is this in our job description? Are we like food tasters?
It's now.
I guess so. Okay. But I'm
Like
taking my purple, and I'm taking my chips and my wings and legs if I can have one of each.
I feel like
you get it. Go ahead,
I
sir.
feel like Arella, still irritated, would go up to the group. Obviously not acknowledge anyone, but go straight up to Latrell, now with the ring, to try and get her bracelet back.
Smart.
What do you do?
I'm like, oh, Rella. Hi.
Hello, friend. How are you?
We're not friends. Give me my bracelet back,
Oh.
thief.
Well, she's right. You should probably. It's been at least.
I don't need you to speak for me.
Okay.
I see nothing's changed in the last few hours. You call me a thief like it hurts. I'm sorry. Like, is that supposed to be an insult?
I want my bracelet back.
I'm sure we could work something out, princess. Have a seat with us. Enjoy some food.
I don't want your food. I want my bracelet.
You
Can
should.
I roll for stealth real quick?
I'm behind. What are you Arella, not saying anything.
Sleight of hand.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm behind Arella, looking at Latrell like.
So what is your purpose, Latrell? What are you trying to do? What do you want
I'm
to
trying to secretly put the bracelet back on her wrist without her realizing.
That's impressive if you can pull that off.
I will say roll stealth at disadvantage. She is standing right there. There's only four of you and the food and the two foodies. And you're right in front of her, but she is kind of not really paying attention. Arella, make me a perception check. Meanwhile, Frankie over here gets like eating on the leg, like, that's the princess. I know, that's the princess.
I think it's something with these dice. I just got their logo.
You got the logo?
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
That's
That's what?
20. That's not 20. No, you did it. Hey, you did. There wasn't nothing wrong. You did it right.
Yeah, can you beat a 27, Latrell? Because I highly doubt it. With a disadvantage?
So that would be stealth, right?
No, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, that'd be +2, so probably not.
I figured. Yeah, because she had the +7 to her perception with a natural 20. So the thing is, you put it on. You definitely put it on. Arella, you very clearly see Latrell putting it on.
I would grab his wrist and yell at him, "Don't ever disrespect me again." And then she lets go.
Well, don't ever leave yourself open again. We can make a deal on both parts.
This isn't up for debate, commoner.
I don't think
Okay, hold on.
you have
Stop.
as much power here
Stop.
as you think.
Stop. Both of you hush. And don't you dare give me a little princess attitude either. We have to work together. And this is old. This is getting old. You got your bracelet back. You need to calm down. And if you call one of us commoner again, you're going to learn the hard way. We all have names. Am I clear?
You don't give me commands.
Then you can stay here. I'm out. And I snap my fingers for Fenris and start walking off.
I'm gonna follow behind, but I'll say, their names are Frankie and Franklin, and they've got really good food. If you just want to try some, it's very good. And I'll walk off.
As they're walking off, Latrell's gonna scream, "Y'all gonna finish your plates or am I good?"
I have my plate with me. You want to just?
I have my food. You think I was leaving food behind?
Oh, I'm just...
Finish food where I'm from.
Yeah, you see Frankie and Franklin just like they both got they cup. Somehow they have fashioned a straw out of like a reed or something that they found, and they guess this is good. No, so we not gonna y'all you. We no disrespect, princess. We staying over here. Do you want some wings? Apparently, that's what she called it. Avenia. No, I don't know her name. The tiefling lady. Wings?
At this point, Arella's stomach growls, realizing that she hadn't eaten all day. It's like, fine, I will take some of your wings.
Yeah. And they fix you up a plate. At this point, you all can kind of do whatever you want. the night's starting to get not the night, but the sun's starting to go down. I'm just gonna ask what would you would like to do with these like next couple of hours, because in about an hour or so the lighting festival will begin. So I'm just gonna go around one by one. What would you like to do? What would you like to be? I guess, and it's not gonna be a big role play moment. Just tell me what you think you'd be doing, because all of you are kind of doing your own thing right now. So we're gonna go one by one. We're actually gonna start with Liliana. What would you be doing?
If Liliana is, if we've all done what we've had to do together, she'll kind of walk through the festival, because her goal is to be a fly on the wall and just observing and listening to stories. If she finds a group of people sitting down, like just playing a game and talking and sharing stories, she'll sit around them and just kind of listen in. So that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, you would hear this couple friends, but not older, but guess like maybe in their 20s or something, kind of chilling. They've done some of the festival games already, and they're just kind of relaxing. And they're like, I mean, I know I'm not like my mom's age or anything like that, but I feel like this is like one of the first festivals where everything just kind of have gone right. Yeah, right? I mean, that was the wolf thing, but one of them actually got the wolf now. It's their pet. I know, and I'm not going to go close to it. But still, it's kind of nice. Cheers.
As I'm listening, I'm like whispering under my breath, like I'm a part of the conversation. I'm like, yeah, his name's Fenry, and oh yeah, that was crazy, just not being perceptive whatsoever at this point. Just, oh yeah.
And as you kind of just remain a fly on the wall and just kind of exist in yourself, Latrell, what would you be doing?
Oh, we said we got a few hours, right?
Yeah, like an hour or so.
All right, I got a couple drinks in me, and I'm on the dance floor just chilling.
Oh yeah, you're inside the tavern and you see this trio. One's playing like a bongo, one's playing like this very elaborate, almost like a xylophone, but it's like on their chest, and they're like beating it, playing with the thing, and the other one's doing a very rhythmic like dance and chant as they go, and all the people in the bar, goes, hey, and you can hear them dancing, and it's the words they're saying is about the circle never being broken, the circle ever being going. And this is very reminiscent of the Ouroboros festival, because Ouroboros is about the snake eating itself. It's about rebirth and continuing the cycle, and the cycle never ending. And you're dancing, you're kind of chilling. Just out of curiosity, not gonna be much to it. Just roll me a performance check. I just want to see how well you dance. Are you like giving me a Millie rock, or you like getting knocked out with a rock? Like what's happening?
I rolled a 15.
I
get it?
You rolled a 15. You add anything that you have in performance.
Plus 4.
19. Oh no, you're getting it. What do you? I don't care. What's his favorite dance move?
Like right now, I'm pretty drunk, so I'm feeling it. So I'm in front of the chanter, and they're doing the slow motion thing, and I'm hitting like a slow motion type salsa type move in front of them, like singing off key as hell.
Oh hell yeah, yeah! You getting it. You getting it. Giving them the Latrell lean right now. Just hey. And as you're kind of just filling your oats, Elvinia, what are you doing for the next couple hours?
Elvinia, after she finishes her food, she's going to the pub, and she's like posted up in a corner, kind of like Dee was in Lord of the Rings with her hood up, just kind of scoping out the room and pondering just how much she wants to stay with this group, because she realized Liliana, she's got Fenner's, like, he's kind of chilling next to her, like his head on her lap, but she's not sure about Latrell. And she's definitely not sure about Aurelia, because she's met too many spoiled nobility. So she's just like not feeling this attitude. And so she's got her pint. She's just chilling in a corner and kind of peeping everybody to see if she could make some extra money on the way out.
And when you are walking into this area, you get stopped by an individual, and you recognize the druidic woman that was kind of by herself. And she says, my apologies. My my familiar was watching you. Well, not my familiar, they're more of a guide, if you will. And noticed you had a friend. And this friend, though you have seemed to tame them, it is not in their nature to be tamed. But I sense a camaraderie within you two. And they give you basically a leash. But it's not really a leash, it's more like a rope. It's very gentle. And they say, though nature should not be in chains, I do believe this will help you in your time with them until they're ready to truly be free with you.
I'm not really about trying to leash him.
It's more of a dire wolves can have a need to explore, a need to be on their own. This is merely just insurance. It will not harm them. It is not teaching them to be more submissive than they need to be. This is just security in your journey of camaraderie with this individual.
Well, I'll present it to him and see what he thinks. I'd rather not leash or bond or bind him. And he is free to walk away from me.
Understood. I do not wish to bother you any longer. I just thought I'd come say hello. If you need more things pertaining to things of that nature, you can come see Xander. That is my name.
All right.
And she walks off.
Okay.
And last but certainly not least, Arella, what would you be doing with this next couple hours? Hour or two, sorry.
So Arella would find a place that's off away from the craziness of the festivities.
No crazy.
The what?
No crazy.
Oh.
We'll talk later. Continue.
Oh, okay. And would want to practice because the spell when facing the direwolves went so bad.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of go off on your own. There's like a small little area where potentially people are like a couple of mannequins, if you will.
Yeah, where no one can get hurt. There's no people there.
Yeah, because right now
just in
people
case something went bad.
Exactly. Right now people are like settling, doing other things. No one's actually in this area, so you can kind of just do what you need to do, kind of go off. There are a couple watching, but they don't say anything. You know, they definitely don't get into the place of a princess, of a royal. But as the four of you kind of just settle in, nighttime settles, and the lighting of the candles will begin soon. And that's where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in about 5-7 minutes. Make sure everybody stretches, everybody bios, do all the things that you need to do, because it is very important during this Pandose that you are still, keeping up with yourself, keeping up with your health. And that includes getting up and stretching and using the restroom and hydrating and all that. We will be back as soon as possible. Again, if you like what you see, look, these folks are phenomenal in the things that they do. If you like what you see, feel free to give us a tip. Feel free to say, hey, you're awesome. You're amazing.
It made my day.
Things aren't working, and it's okay.
I'm glad you think I'm awesome.
And make sure you follow the cast at DURAGS cast in the chat. All their Twitches are in the bio, as well as their Twitter handles as well. Again, we'll be back in about 5-7 minutes, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Alive can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bunny. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat, you'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand, bang, got my hand. Call 911.
All right, everyone, and we are back. Thank you again so much for everything that you have done. I'm just gonna mute her. There we go. Thank you for everything you have done. Thank you all for being here. Sorry. Okay. Boop. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been a wild time so far, but we're gonna continue this thing. It is now the evening. It is now the evening of this festival. And all of you are doing whatever you might be doing at this time, whatever that may be. And 1 second. Gotta make sure I got the right thing up. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. But the four of you are doing whatever you might be doing at this time, dancing and chilling and doing what you need to do. But then you all begin to hear the sounds of footsteps going towards, one place. It's a lot of things going from one place to another. And you hear almost like a melody in the wind. You hear, you kind of hear this low drone happening in the back as the lighting ceremony begins. What do you all do? Do you head to the area?
I absolutely kind of disappear into the crowd, and I follow through the streets towards the sound.
Yeah, Arella would follow the melody and stop what she's doing, just out of curiosity.
Other people are following this as well, right? Like I'm looking. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I melt in with the crowd.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I absolutely walk in, and I'm not using this rope that I was given. I just kind of like occasionally reach over and pet Fenris and just kind of reassure him that like I don't mean to like do anything weird or anything. Like I want to be his companion.
Can you guess? You've been just for me. Just roll a animal handling at advantage.
Animal handling. How am I gonna be a bard with no animal handling? Yo, that's 17 though. That was clutch.
Yeah, so 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool, yeah. Yeah. You see that he kind of just puts his head almost like in your hand. Like listening, reassuring that like he likes you. And the two of you head towards the festival. Same with you, Latrell?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I wasn't too far from Arella when this started, right? So I'm like,
At this
kind of.
I mean, you all kind of were in separate areas. You were still in the tavern dancing. She was doing some stuff with training. So you potentially could have found her, but probably not.
Well, I just walk over there anyway.
Yeah, okay, cool. And as the four of you begin to walk over, you notice the stage is still there. Yeah, Rumpel was having one. The stage is still there, but instead of there being banners hung up, there is an altar. It is adorned with gold and silver etched into it. It is gray and marbled. And there is a pretty big candelabra on top of it. It has 4 prongs. And each of the prongs sets a different candle. It has a red candle, a green candle, a white candle, and a blue candle. And as you all get close and in this area, you can all see the quartet, as they're named, standing in the back on the table on the stage. Brendan steps forward, not necessarily to address the crowd, but they're stepping forward as they raise their hammer and just scan it completely across the area. And as they scan, any light that is in the area dims and dims and dims and dims and dims until it's really just the moonlight above. The moonlight and the stars. There's like soft lighting, like different like buildings and the tavern and stuff. Business has to remain going and people still got to live. But the only thing that is important right now is what's important in this stage. And then they step to the middle and they say, these 4 candles, they represent trust. They represent peace. That's not their voice. These 4 candles represent trust. They represent peace. They represent honor, and they represent understanding. Yes. Thank you, cat in the alley. Long ago, the 4 of us standing before you would not have broken bread together. Sword against shield and arcane strikes against brute force. We were enemies until the reckoning began. When Zoriaxos and the chaos rained upon us, it was our predecessors who ceased the animosity and came together to stop the dragon's terror. And it was the sacrifice. Their eyes look over at Quentin, who's just very stoic, very strong, standing upright, but you can tell that this is an emotional moment for him. It was the sacrifice of Marcus von Zaros himself that marked the end of that fight. His inner light destroying the beast from the inside out. His light is what we remember. The light that they burned together is what we celebrate. We must never forget and honor all they have done for us and what we continue to do for them. At that moment, the 4 tattoos around your fingers that are not really there, but they are there, it begins to not burn, just warm up ever so slightly, alerting you of his presence. Will the 4 marshals please come to us and help us renew the light?
I shut my book. Sigh real heavy, and I start slinking to the altar. I guess that means me, I say under my breath.
Rella walks up to the stage, if I must. But as she's walking, she's holding her bracelet close to her, because last time, somebody took it.
I'm walking like a school kid on their first day, just looking at everybody, looking at them. And I'm just like, hi.
And as I walk to the stage, people move out of my way.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So honestly, people move out of the way of all 4 of you as you begin to move. There's a slight variation with Arella, because obviously she's the princess, but there is a level of adoration that the crowd has for all of you. Not hero worship, but just they understand. A lot of them have been through this before. They know what to expect.
I'm staggering my way up to the stage. I'm still feeling the drinks a little bit, so I'm like wobbly a little bit as I'm making my way up there.
Make a Constitution saving throw. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that and not expect me to make you
Here
save.
we go. 20.
Great. Actually,
Woo!
you're
I
good.
hold my liquor well, baby.
Was that natural 20 or 20 or?
Nat 20.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You said. Yeah, you're fine. You them old heads who like they drunk as hell, but they still going.
I stride forward with Fenris at my side and stand there, very soldier at rest posed, and just kind of look over the crowd like, oh, here we go again.
And as the 4 of you get onto the stage, Brendan smiles at each and every one of you. And they say, the wands, can you bring them out, please?
Is it like a Spider-Man thing?
They look at you like, is it in your pocket or?
Oh, yes, I wrote that down. I would know where it is. I start to freak out just a little bit from the anxiety, but I find it and I bring it out.
And as the 4 of you, assuming a 4 of you, present your wands, They put their hammer over each and every one of you. Oh, each and every one of the wands, and the tips begin to glow for a moment. The wands you hold, were forged from what was left of Marcus's armor, imbued with a magic we have yet to understand. When you swipe over the candle, you must think of what brings you joy, what brings you hope. In turn, the candles will listen and light for you. Please, will each of you step towards the candles?
Okay.
1, 2. Sorry, Cypher. You step over to a candle. You actually step over to the blue candle. No, I just lied to you. I lied to you. I'm lying. I am a liar. 1 second. You step over to the green candle. My apologies. The green candle. And as you I assume you begin to, yes, with your very efficient wand, assume you begin to hover the wand over. What is a happy moment for you? What brings you joy? What is something that you cling to when darkness is overtaking you? What's something that can bring you out?
Something that would bring me out of darkness would be learning and fighting and enjoying time with the other tieflings of my village, of learning how to fight and how to read and write and sing. And the moment I realized that even though I'd chosen the path of the bard, it didn't mean I had to use my voice.
And as this memory washes over you, you wave the wand over the candle. And it takes a second as the memory begins to form and as the joy begins to seep in. Slowly but surely, there is a flicker, and then the candle burns green at first, and then settles on a pale gold. Brendan smiles. Quentin. My apologies. No, not Quentin. Darius is standing at the red candle. The candle that Arella goes to. Sorry, blue candle that Arella is going to. What is a happy moment for you? What brings you out of the darkness when the darkness is taken over?
I like to think back to being with my family when my family was whole. And before the bad thing happened, and just how much I want that back.
And as you think of King Aldon and Queen Anava, you, their daughter, Princess Arella, a happy family, free from what has transpired so far. Just like with Elvinia, it glows blue for a moment and then settles on a pale gold. Latrell.
Hey.
As you walk over to the red candle and you see Viara standing before you. What is a happy moment for you? What brings you out when the darkness gets too strong?
The kids. I just think about all the times that all the things that I've stolen. We'll be frank about it. Stolen and given to kids and their families and like made their days. And that adoration and the way they looked at me with those big bright eyes and the thanks, like that gets me out of it.
And as you think of this moment, is settling the kids, their laughter, their joy, being excited to have something when they haven't had anything. It glows red for a moment and then settles on a pale gold. Liliana, as you step to the white candle with Quentin standing before you, what do you think about? What brings you joy? What brings you out when the darkness is too much?
I think about when I arrived to one of the first towns after I was forced to leave my home and meeting a group in a tavern. And they were so boisterous and loud, and they told these amazing stories, and they noticed me, my scrawny little self, in the corner listening to them. And they brought me in like I was family. And hearing their story of how they had gone through similar moments and trials and terrors, but they still stuck together and they found each other again. It gave me hope for my own family, even though I don't know where they are. But that I too could have a story to bring back to them. And that's what gives me hope.
And as you take in their happiness and take in their peace and allow it to sit upon you, the candle burns bright, almost seems silvery for a moment before it settles into a pale gold. And as the lights, the candles all burn, the lights begin to grow and grow and grow, almost like long vertical flames on these candles. And then they all conjoin at the very top, forming one big light. Viara steps forward and says, "And so, may the light of the past guide us towards a better future. May the world continue to thrive, and always may Engleport stay prosperous, stay free from harm, and most importantly, may the circle never break. May the circle never break. May the circle never break. May the circle never break." The four, all speaking in unison, they look at you, an unspoken ask to repeat what they just said.
May the circle never break.
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 And as you all repeat, Quentin smiles. And thus, the circle is complete. And the Festival of Ouroboros has ended. Thank you all. Thank you for all you have done. And there's a loud applause from the crowd as this light is just burning bright before you all. And all of you get a sense of hope, a sense of true peace that you haven't felt in a very long time. Whatever this magic is, whatever this power that Marcus von Zaros had within him to defeat this dragon, and now it's instilled not just within you, but within this town. It's nice. It feels good. And for once, everything's fine. Brendan steps over, and they say, "You all don't have to stay. These wands, we've all talked. We feel you can use them. We have more of his armor. We will forge more wands. But I believe you could use these. But I have a favor to ask of the four of you. And before you can answer, we move away from the four of you to a different building. A place where there are two gargoyles standing, sitting, squatting, looking down as an individual with a hand behind their back walks towards a door. Motionless, with ease, the door flings open, as if by a force, not by their own doing, or at least it doesn't appear that way. They walk through, the door closes behind them as they walk around the corner, whistling. Very content. A sapphire ball of light floats next to them as they continue to walk on before another door is flung open, moving into a set of chambers. There's a throne. Why is there a throne? But they sit upon it. And they look into this empty room. This orb floats into the middle, and then it becomes a massive map. And they survey it, and they look. We made a deal with the devil. The question is, who benefits from this deal? Them, me, or it? I guess we'll find out. As a dot pings on their map. Ah. Yes. It really does begin, doesn't it? And they sit back. And that is where we're going to end episode 2 of Dungeons and Durags.
How do you always
Oh,
do
dare.
that? How do you always do that?
Ow.
Thank you all for joining. This has been an awesome time. Thank you all for being here,
You're
for being
smirking.
amazing.
This is so good. I'm kind of mad it's over, but I'm masking it all. I hope you guys are frustrated too, because we need y'all to come back next week and watch with us.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
okay, and then we'll. Okay.
I was getting ready to hop in. I was like, all right,
Same.
they're gonna tag us in. Yeah, let's do it.
No. Well, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Dungeons and Durags. I have been your Dungeon Master, Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard, but you'll hear about me later. Let's go around and say who you are, where we can find you, the things that you are doing. Shout yourself out. Again, people want to support Black pain and Black strife, but don't want to support Black joy. So today, they're going to tell you about their Black joy, and you going to support it. Periodic table. Let's start with Chelsea.
Period.
Yes. Hi, I'm ChelseaBytes, and I was your Tabaxi Road. Look at me, Tabaxi Road. Oh my God. Tabaxi Rogue with a G. And I was Liliana. Had a lot of fun with you guys today. I am on my own stream under ChelseaBytes on Twitch, and we usually go from Tuesdays to Fridays. We're doing a show with Amazon. I just came back from LA with the role players. Go check out their channel. We did this amazing in-person D&D session. Love that. I'm also just starting up Damsel's Dice and Everything Nice on Pixel Circus. If you would like to watch me play Ariel, which is just as ridiculous and as funny as you'd expect me to be. But also on the Walking Dead universe, where we do role-playing as well as any sort of horror-based content. Definitely come check us out on the Walking Dead universe. And man, got a lot going on, but it's great to meet you guys. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, I'm there. ChelseaBytes.
Heck yeah. Hey, yo,
you.
J-Rock, where we can find you?
Hey,
Boot
what's up,
yourself.
y'all? I'm JrocTheGod. Y'all can find me here on Twitch at JrocTheGod. That's JrocTheGod on Twitter at the same. And just done. Well, we're not done. I'm gonna be celebrating it for a while. I hit up 3 years of Twitch partnership this weekend, and I'm gonna keep going, because I don't do much celebrating often. So I'm probably gonna celebrate for the rest of the month, to be honest with you. Yeah, so y'all can find me having a good time over there on here. And as far as other campaigns go, another long-term campaign I'm in, From Dusk Till Dark, is coming back very, very soon. I think in 2 weeks we're coming back. So got a lot going on.
Heck yeah. Love to hear that. Hey, yo, Tanya, what is good? Where we can find you?
Hey, you can find me. I'm actually doing a lot this week. So tomorrow, some high-level D&D for a very good charity. I just retweeted the tweet. I will get it for you, but it is for WAVAW Rape Crisis Center, and people have already blown through our first goal. And it's me, B. Dave, Abria, Amy Dolan, Charlene Bayer, Teen Phoenix, and Travis McElroy, playing all level 20 characters for charity. And it's B. Dave, so it's going to be chaotic, but we're raising money. That is at 12:30 Pacific. Wednesday on my channel, I am still raising money for Black Girl Film School for Creators for BIPOC with Logitech. And we're almost to our $1,500 goal. And then Thursday, Black Die Society on the D&D channel. And then Sunday, more Rivals Waterdeep. It is our penultimate episode of season 10. So I'm doing 4 games this week. I'm doing a lot.
Look, do what you got to do. Be booked and busy, right? All right. And MiladyConfetti. What's good?
Hi. So I am MiladyConfetti. I played your Princess Arella, the Twilight Cleric. Where I am, I'm usually on my channel. Well, yeah, typically always on my channel, playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. I really want to get more into D&D, but some other things that I have going on this month, I'll be raising money for Black Girl Smile, also a part of the Creators for BIPOC with Logitech. I'm excited for that. Have some really cool life changes that are happening this month, so I'm really excited for that. Really good things, really awesome things, nothing I can talk about, but I'm really happy about that. What else? I mean, yeah, we have a lot of charity things going on, more and more things. I feel so bad because like a lot of stuff is like NDAs, so I can't say, but I'm like, I'm really excited for this thing I can't talk about. Yeah, but outside of that, yeah, just celebrate Black joy. You know, don't just amplify Black pain. It goes a really long way. We are more than just trauma. We are also creators, and celebrate that with us. Celebrate our joy, because that goes so much. And when you only amplify the negative, just know that that also affects the person. So yeah, because I know I'm definitely feeling that right now, and it doesn't feel great. So I will say, you know, always amplify the joy too.
No, that's real. That's really real. And as I said, I've been your DM, your producer, your host with the most, Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. Critical Bard across all social media channels. I do way too much as well. Tomorrow you can catch me on Realmsmith for Into the Mist, which is our Curse of Strahd campaign, where I play a Satyr Druid named Noggins. It's a lot of fun. On Tuesday, I'll be guesting on Demi-Plane RPG for Heroes of the Plains. Very excited for that. On Wednesday, something is happening, but I can't announce it just yet.
Yay,
but
NDA
just
life.
know it's going to be very cool. And the only hint is the place it's going to be on has been spoken about in the last 10 minutes. So only thing I can say about that. On Thursday, what's happening Thursday? Nothing's happening Thursday, I don't think. Friday, you can catch me on Rock Punch ATL for Tampo, which is an Islands of Sina Una campaign set in the Islands of Sina Una, which is a really cool campaign setting inspired by pre-colonial Filipino culture. And I think in Saturdays, you can catch me on too much. Jesus. Saturdays, you can catch me on on Lark Network for Gravicon Order. And Let's Get Wild Mountain is coming back in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, yo. So be there for that. And literally right after this, I am going to be on Saving Throw Show for a new Pantheon Academia. So if you want to see more of me playing Kwame, a African-inspired anime character, definitely do that. Otherwise, thank y'all so much for being here. Again, support this cast. Our coffees are in chat. I will link it once more. Our coffees are in chat. Trust and believe, every cent is worth it if you want to support us and the things that we do. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go raid someone right now. We are going to raid Black Oni, because Black Oni is doing shit and he's black. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to say DURAGS coming through with, and if you're a subscriber to ID Diverse Games, which you should be, use that durag emote. And always, y'all, stay black, stay proud, do what you got to do, and just Again, thank you so much for being here. We will talk to you all later. Bye.
Thank you guys.
Bye.